Family, good morning. It is Friday the 13th. Could I get a roll tide inside the comment box? I'm still rocking with this graphic yesterday from Hayes Fawcett. I mean, this absolutely broke the internet because it wasn't one commitment alert. It was times 3. So there was no commitment yesterday. I don't know if there'll be one today, but that's nothing bad. Like, they're coming. We might just have to be a little bit more patient. All right. So that's good. I hope you guys have had a good week. This will be a good show. I promise you. We're going to spin it on Friday the 13th. All right. There's no black cats scrolling across the screen. Friday the 13th? Are you serious? Most of you are too young to even remember like the Jason movies, right? All right, so look, we're on a commitment watch. That means that at any point in time, one of these prospects that has been forecasted to Alabama, or maybe even not yet, could pull the trigger and announce that they are committed to Alabama. We have 6 commitments at this point in time, and we'll see what happens. But I think as we continue to go forward, you'll start to understand that the summer rain is real. And once that rain starts to hit, it's going to blow the roof off. And I think this recruiting class will only continue to climb. It's going to be a really good summer, all right? Especially in the later part of June and that early part of July, all right? So what's on the show today? All right, this is Friday the 13th, all right? 3 commitments to come. We'll do our morning roll call. We'll see who's up in the house, right? Ryan Grubb talks a little Alabama football. That was a great interview yesterday with Ryan Fowler. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I suggest you do. Commitment dates, we'll kind of just high point who we're watching, right? We have a running graphic of the times, the dates, not necessarily the times, but the dates that some of these prospects are announcing. And today we'll continue with our dream class. So what we did yesterday, if you watched yesterday's show on Thursday, was we went over a dream class from an offensive perspective. We gave some feedback back and forth. We threw some names on the board. Really nice graphic, and we'll do the dream class on the defensive side today, where I think most of the 5 stars are going to be on the defensive side, right? And it's Pinwheel Friday. So we'll spin the pinwheel, and we'll do a free pinwheel as well. So all that and more today on the show. I appreciate you guys being here. Please, when you guys are inside the comment box, let me know where you're watching from. Represent your city. I love to see it, and I love that you guys are here today on Bama Football on YouTube. All right, let's do our morning roll call. Let's see who is here. And remember, I know, and I totally understand, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I appreciate all your guys' support inside the comment box. Following the show, I will put the timestamp, so if you want to just jump to different points within the show on Friday, you can do just that. Herman, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Alyssa, always up in the house. I appreciate you guys being 1 and 2 as always. Chad Kennedy, my boy, good to see you. Same thing with Jeff. Jeff, thank you so much for also being a fan funder of Bama Football on YouTube. Caitlin DeBoss says, hi. What's up, Caitlin DeBoss? Good to see you. Kenny Clay, what's up, man? Shooting from the 3-point line. I love it. Love to see it. Sammy Dubs, what's up, man? Twan coming to us from Naples, Florida. BJ, good morning. He says, good morning, everybody, and blessed weekend to all. Happy Father's Day, too. And don't forget all the single ladies that are doing it for themselves. Roll Tide, roll. That's absolutely right. Remember, being a parent is our biggest blessing that we have been given, right, as parents. Chris Waltman, what's up, man? Alabama's biggest fan up in the house. Robert Bradley Jr., I see you, man. Jeff, what's going on? One more time. Let's see. Dan Caraway, of course, is checked in. The artist formerly known as Sean. Anita Waters, what's up? Where you at? I appreciate you. Thanks for being up in here. Jay Boogie, good to see you. Kaylin Childress, Mindy Miss Careless, the Cowboys in here? Hell yeah. BJ Zugusti, I probably butchered the hell out of that, but good to see you. King Rez, what's up, my boy? Thanks for being up in here. And official CJ Jackson. Anna, what's up, Anna? Let's see. We'll keep it going. Donald B. Bama Swag. Yes, love it. Carrick Taylor, my boy. Jarvis, what's up? Kimberly, man. Marcus Cottrell, Justin Weaver, man. Wade Burns, no relation to Mr. Burns, right? You guys don't even know who Mr. Burns is. Chad Kennedy, I got you one time, man, on that raffle. Got you 3 times overall, but 1 time today. Eric D, appreciate you being here. And yeah, Rex, man. Rex and effects. All right, good crew up in. Oh, I forgot. Thomas Bell the third. Hell yeah. What's up, Thomas Bell the third? I love that, man. All right, today's goal, fam. All right, it's Friday. You know what we do? The super chats. 10 super chats is our goal. All right, 10. We did it last Friday. We did it big last Friday. Let's do it again on our Friday show. So today's goal for super chats is 10 super chats. Remember, anything over $10 also gets you in today's raffle, right? And today's raffle is this fly Bama jacket. And we got a good crew up in here for the raffle. And we'll spin it on the back end of the show. It's got the Alabama logo. This is from Team Fanatics today. I usually just rock with, as I explained, Team Fanatics or Athletes Thread, which has like the players gear, but this is what we're doing today. We'll do this on the back end of the show. There's still time to get into this raffle. Venmo Bama _ YouTube, Cash App Bama YouTube. You know what to do. And remember, the goal is 10 super chats starting right now. Let's see if we can hit it. And then we on Fridays, we also do a free raffle. All right. So if you're new to the show, you're like, what the hell is this? We do free raffles on Fridays as well. This is me to you. Today we got the mugs. All right, Bama swag. We won super. We appreciate it. 9 more to go. But I figured some mugs, right? Who doesn't love a good mug? So today we'll do this at the end of the show. And the way that the free raffle works is I basically just see who watches the show. I put the names in. If I missed you, I'll get you next time. And this is what we're rocking with today. So some nice, I like these mugs because you got the old school logo, right? And you got the elephant. Oh, King Grizz got me on the Mr. Burns, right? Smithers. Trivia, okay? Here's a trivia for your Simpson fans out there. Who shot Mr. Burns? Okay? Who shot Mr. Burns? Does anybody know who shot Mr. Burns? I don't know if you guys will get this. That's some old Simpson trivia. All right. Okay. Ryan Grubb did an interview yesterday with Ryan Fowler of Tide 100.9. Does an amazing job. Definitely has a scoop. We're in with another super chat from Cowboy. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And, this interview, he broke down a lot of different things. I recommend you go watch it. I think it's also on Spotify as well. But he talked about the quarterbacks individually. And if you watch my last nightcap show, I kind of hit on this a little bit, but I'll recap it one more time in case you missed it. He talked about Ty Simpson and straight up was asked, what did he like about Ty Simpson? And he said straight up, he likes how he operated at the highest level out of the quarterbacks, which makes sense to me. I mean, the guy has the most experience out of the room, and he did do a good job in spring football from what we gather and from that A-Day practice that we saw. Was it sharp as it should be? No, it's springtime, but he operated at the highest level. And as I explained last night, we want the guy that can operate at the highest level regardless of what he's being paid, his star ranking. We don't like that stuff is great. But what we want is somebody who can command the offense, show leadership, and work the offense downfield. Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you inside the comment box. I really appreciate it. So Ty Simpson, and look, I'm not going to say a lot because I said it last night, but get behind Ty Simpson. Don't get into this mindset where you have to be against a quarterback just because he's starting. Like, rally around the best quarterback for the job, and these guys at the coaching staff will put the best player in the position to be the quarterback. And I think that was hard for us last year because we wanted to see a different quarterback towards the later part of the season. It didn't happen. But I think this year with the new components and the new offensive coordinator, I think they're going to put Ty Simpson in a wonderful position to make a lot of noise with all the weapons that he has. He also spoke about Austin Mack, and Austin Mack, I think, gets sandwiched in between Ty Simpson and Keelan Russell because Ty Simpson, the returner, right? This guy's waited his turn. He's worked to be at that spot. And then you have Keelan Russell, who we're all excited to see and, tracking his development. And, obviously the young man's going through a tremendous amount. But regarding Austin Mack, he said this, and I thought this was really interesting. He said he's the best pure passer out of the quarterbacks that he has on roster. I was like, damn, that's a pretty big statement, right? Best pure passer at this point in time out of the 3 quarterbacks. And then regarding the young freshman, Keelan Russell, Clearly, he just lost his sister, which was just absolutely heartbreaking and devastating in every sense of the word. But he said this regarding Keelan Russell: you can't give enough support for a situation like that. He told Ryan Fowler of Tidal 100.9, Keelan is a very, very strong young man. His ability to handle this situation has been humbling. These guys have been there for him in every single turn. William, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I mean, continued thoughts and prayers go out for Keelan Russell and what he's going through. It's amazing that he's, been able to get back out there. I'm sure it's going to take him a long time for the rest of his life, right? This is something that you just don't get past. So thoughts and prayers are with him. By the way, Kirsten's services are tomorrow, Saturday, back at Duncanville High School. Their mother put out a statement and a graphic on social media. So thoughts and prayers to the family as they continue to navigate that. I don't even, can't even imagine, what their family is going through. But I know the Alabama Crimson Tide football fans have them in their thoughts and in their prayers as they move forward. He also said this regarding the offense, and I thought this was a very powerful quote. I think that, regarding the offense, he said this: we want people to pop on the film each week and know that they're going to have to defend every single inch of the field. I kind of feel like the last couple of offensive coordinators after Steve Sarkisian haven't been as aggressive as I'd like them to be, right? Maybe they haven't had the components. Maybe they haven't had the quarterback. Maybe they haven't had the experience. You know what I'm saying? In terms of operating a Ferrari, because you can't just come in and start driving a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Or to learn how to operate a high-end sports car, it takes experience when you're wrapping around turns and whatnot, right? I think Ryan Grubb has that experience. And what I mean by that is I think he's accustomed to working with high-caliber offense and being able to transition them to greatness on the field. I mean, he did it with Washington, and I know things didn't go his way with the Seattle Seahawks, but regarding the passing scheme that he did, I mean, Geno Smith threw for over 4,000 yards, right? Jarvis, I appreciate the super chat. Same thing with Joe Crooms, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, for those super chats. I really appreciate it. So, look, we want Alabama's offense to be ultra aggressive, and I think, let me ask you this inside the comment box. Do you feel, just from hearing Ryan Grubb, not even what he did at Washington, not even what he did with the Seahawks, like just from hearing his interviews, whether it was on Yay Alabama, through the team reporters, whether it was through his recent interview with Ryan Fowler, do you feel that Ryan Grubb seems more aggressive compared to the last offensive coordinators that we've had here? Do you? Type Y if you think so. Let me write this out real quick because we got a couple supers that will get you into the raffles. We got Jarvis up in here and Joe Crooms once again, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Is someone keeping track of the super chats? Could I delegate that to somebody? I appreciate you guys. The goal is 10. Let's see if we can hit that. It just seems to me that he's much more aggressive. And I think there's a difference between being aggressive and being arrogant. He doesn't seem arrogant. It doesn't seem like he's just like, oh, just wait till we get on the field and we're going to do whatever they want. No. I think it's a mindset in terms of we are going to execute at this high of a level to be an absolute problem, right? So that's something that just stands out to me as a casual fan watching Ryan Grubb and hearing him speak is like, he doesn't seem arrogant. He just seems ultra aggressive. And when you're confident, you get lucky, right? Because you prepared. When you're confident and you've gone through your whole checklist, good things happen. Do good things just happen? Sure. But when you're more prepared, it's easier to navigate, right? Oh, and by the way, you guys got the trivia. It was Maggie. Maggie Simpson shot Mr. Burns. So you guys got that. That was an old Simpson. I'm surprised. That's an old Simpsons episode. But in terms of being aggressive, I mean, look at this screenshot real quick. And someone said inside the comment box they want to see more mock-ups like this. Clearly, I can't show the actual plays, but I can get on here a little bit and demonstrate what could be with this offense this coming year. I threw 4 wide receivers on the field, and I just played with it a little bit. I put Isaiah Horton up at the top. Remember, he's 6'4", right? I put Ryan Williams in the slot. I put Lazier Brooks on the other slot on the inside, and then Jeremy Bernard at the far side. That's a lot of wide receivers to deal with, and that's a problem. I mean, which wide receiver do you want to deal with out of those four? Right? And I think it takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback and really the running back, who we don't even really talk about in this offense, because when you're having to deal with those type of weapons on the outside, it's going to make things easier for your quarterback. Anita, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And it's going to open up the run. Or you could start pounding through the middle of the field, right? Because, look, I like my chances with my offensive line versus this inside linebacker with Jam Miller. This just becomes a big Oklahoma drill right here. And then you have just these ultra weapons on the outside. So we'll see what Ryan Grubb can do. But I think what's going to happen here is this offense is really going to be turned up. You have high caliber wide receivers, probably the best wide receivers that you've had since Mike Locksley was running things. You know what? Mike Locksley was pretty aggressive. Hey, Randy, good morning to you. Byron, what's up, man? I don't think I said what's up to you. I appreciate you being here. Let's see what Herman has to say real quick inside the comment box before we start talking a little recruiting. He says, Kyle, if you ran that with Tennessee tape, the defense shown above was open all game long. We never took advantage of it. You know, for whatever reason, you know, not to live in the past, but kind of looking back at that Tennessee game, it was, I'd never seen a quarterback target a wide receiver that amount of times since LSU was playing Alabama, right? A couple years ago back at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Because Milroe, I think, targeted Ryan Williams, what was it, 22 times in that game? You got to be able to spread the ball. So Ryan Williams, you know, that was just too much, right? I think it was 22 times, if I'm not mistaken. That was absolutely wild. That just wasn't a good game. So we'll move past this screen. This next portion is sponsored by our good friends at Sonic in Arkansas, West Memphis, Arkansas, and Marion, Arkansas. The location in Marion is located I-55 and I-40. So if you're cruising through, stop on over and get your favorite thing at Sonic. All right. America's driving. See, when I grew up, they were on roller skates. The people would skate out to you. Now, I never saw, I kind of remember if they would put the trays on the side of your window. Does anybody have this? They would put like all your food. I'm serious. It was like this mechanism. They would put the tray of food inside like your car window. I never saw that. All right. Here are some commitment dates for some targets that we are tracking as we turn the page to talk recruiting. We're at 8 of 10 super chats. Jarvis, I love you, bro. Jarvis says this. Let's get that on the board. Let's see what Jarvis has to say. Jarvis says this before we go over these commitment dates. I love the fact that Coach Grubb says that we're going to attack every inch of the field on offense. Yeah, that was, as soon as I saw that quote, I was like, yeah, I'm going to bring it back to the crew because that's what we want. We want them to be an absolute problem, all right? If there's any other commitment dates, let me know. Let me know if you want me to add some more commitment dates. The other ones that I can't find Jet Washington. I can't find, it should be Nolan Wilson, not Washington. So I got to update that. And then Tank Jones, it just says commitment before his senior season. But guys who have been here, right? Sincere Johnson, commitment date of June 19th. That's coming up. Xavier Crowell, the 26th. Xavier Griffin, the 29th. Brian Williams, late June or in July. Sedarian Morgan, July 2nd. Booby Feaster on the 4th of July. That one's going to be exciting, right? We're going to be barbecuing. Some of you will be at the lake. Some of you won't have service. Because you know what? The 4th of July is a day where, either watching some fireworks or you're out at the lake or you're, somewhere else where you don't have service. See, that's what I don't hope happens to me. Is like, I hope I'm somewhere where I have service on that day. Dry Edwards, his commitment day, July 5th. Malachi Lee, the 15th of August. Same thing with Matt Ponitowski. Henry Hubbard, what's up, bro? Appreciate the super, bro. Let me put you up on the screen. Bama hater, I see you inside the comment box, bro. I don't want my vibes to crash, dude, today. So I see you. I love you. If you want to get in the super chat, I'll even put you in the raffle. And I said, Bama hater, because Bama hater is a Miami fan, all right? But I don't like to get negative on my shows because I'm real cautious with like who I let into my happiness circle, okay? But Bama hater, if you want a super chat, I'll get you in the raffle. And if you win, I will definitely hook you up with something Miami related, all right? Now, it might not be that god-awful orange and green. It might be crimson, but it will say Miami. It will say Miami and crimson. All right, Marcus with the super, man. What's up, bro? He says this. Starting Friday the 13th off bright, Xavier Griffin and his mom did an interview with Way Offsides last night. I'd be shocked if Griffin committed elsewhere. He's a Bama lock. You know, and I think he's already been predicted to come here. In just a second, we'll go over the dream class for the defensive side. But, yeah, I think it seems like Griffin is locked in. And what will be amazing, and as you'll see, can you imagine if you get Tank Jones and Xavier Griffin in the same class? I don't know if that happens, but maybe that happens. I don't know. From's like, stop being a nice guy. Man, no, I got to keep my vibes good, man. Protect your peace. See, this is what I'm rocking with, man. As soon as you start, scraping the dumpster, you start feeling like a trash can. I just came up with that. Marcus, I appreciate the super, bro. I got you in the raffle as well 2 times, man. All right, Marcus. All right, let's talk about this this dream class, man. I don't know if any of these, look, as you read the tea leaves and you see these recruiting, guys who follow these high school kids, I mean, the class looks like it could be pretty special, man. Like, I'm talking really special. If you caught yesterday's show, I went over the entire offense, okay? There's guys that are predicted. We had some feedback. You know what? Actually, the quarterback that this channel wanted was the Hawaiian quarterback who now plays his football in Utah, right? Taden Kawa. I'm actually pulling for him too. Although I wouldn't be mad if like Jet decommitted from Iowa State and committed here, or Matt Panatowski, right? But let's look at the defense. And in the defense, this could be very special depending on who actually does commit, okay? So let's see. As we look at the defensive linemen, these screens are from On3. I'm not sponsored or work with On3. I like their interface. I know 24/7 has the same stuff. So whoever you rock with, go rock with them. So we have 2 committed prospects from the defensive line. You have Jamarian Matthews, who's out of Georgia right here, right? And you have Kamarion Johnson, who just shut things down out of Muscle Shoals in the home state, okay? These guys are committed. Each of these guys is a 4-star commitment. You also have Nolan Wilson and Titan Davis, who have made stops to Alabama as of late. Let me ask you, for those of you that follow recruiting like a microscope, or with a microscope rather, does it seem like Nolan Wilson or Titan Davis, like those prospects are trending to Bama? I haven't really seen, any forecasts on Nolan Wilson or Titan Davis, and I wonder if you do get 3 out of 4 of those, or if you get, I think they'll get either Nolan or Titan or somebody else that I, don't know about. But does it seem like maybe Nolan would probably be more of the lean than Titan? I don't know. Hey, Rory McElroy, what's up, bro? Appreciate you. Thanks for being here, bro. Yeah, we were just talking about that interview. And it seems like Xavier Griffin is more than a lean. It seems like he's a lock, right? All right, so Chad Kennedy is saying, and Chad Kennedy follows recruiting, and he says that seems like Nolan Wilson is more of the lean than Titan Davis. But I don't know. We'll follow it, and I still have to find out Nolan Wilson's commitment date. Now, the the linebacker position, right? The edge position. This could be really something special, right? Because you have Xavier Griffin, as you just discussed, right? Or the linebacker position. And I would imagine that these guys can be versatile linebackers, but you have 2 5-stars here. Okay, Xavier Griffin, as we've just been discussing, has been, I think, predicted to Alabama. Okay, I think we are really confident Xavier will commit to Alabama. Things change, but it seems like that's going to happen. What about Anthony Jones? What's the latest? Because, man, this is a 5-star out of Mobile. Do we get both? Does Alabama get both of these guys? Man, that would be crazy. I don't know. I haven't seen like any big forecast for Anthony Jones. Two 5-stars at the linebacker position. You know, you look at the linebacker position right now, guys are going to leave. You do need to bolster that area up, right? When you're kind of looking at the depth chart overall. 2 5-stars, man. I'm telling you. So I think when all said and done is I'll have a graphic on the back end of the show. I think I have Alabama landing like 5 5-stars. So Marcus is saying inside the comment box, he thinks I'm serious. They could get both of these guys. Definitely in play. This, you know what? Anthony Jones, this was the very, very first, when the recruiting window opened for 2026. I think it was like whenever it opens during the calendar year, Kalen DeBoer, his first stop was to see Anthony Jones. I'm serious. Out of all the people that he could have saw, I'm serious. The first person he saw was Anthony Jones. So before we go out there and you're like, he doesn't care about the state. No, it's not true. This is the first guy that he saw. I remember this. So these are inside linebackers, right? So you have Caden Hall and you have Sincere Johnson. Sincere Johnson out of Ohio. I think his commitment date, as I just showed, he's coming up. And then Caden Hall is another prospect out of Florida. Now, in the secondary, this is where things get really, really hot. I mean, you got Jordan Edmonds, who's a baller. I mean, he's a 5-star. This guy is fantastic, and he's got the length as well, right? 6'3". He was already working out with Dejoun Lee recently in Atlanta. Brandon Arrington is a name that clearly you guys know. He's out from California. Coach Kalen DeBoer has that Cali pipeline. And then Jariah Edwards over here on this side, he's been forecasted, and he shut down some future visits, and it kind of seems like things are starting to cook for Jariah Edwards in Alabama, all right? So that would be 2 more 5-stars. So let's look at it at a glance, okay? And I like this graphic coming up. Oh, these are our offensive targets. I'll run through this real quick. Let me show the raffle, and then we'll move forward. So, all right, there's still an opportunity to get into the raffle today. All right, Bama_YouTube, Cash App, Bama YouTube. This is what we're rocking with. Is this hoodie? All right. No, it's not a hoodie. It's a zip up. It's like I think it might be a rain jacket. I got it on Fanatics. Let's see. It's an Alabama Crimson Tide Cutter Buck Charter Eco Recycled Half Zip Jacket. Damn, what a name. That's like saying an NFL play. So if you want to get in, there's still opportunity. Bama_YouTube on Venmo or Cash App Bama YouTube. And then this is our free raffle today at the end of the show. All right, I'll play the pinwheel music. We'll spin it, and we got some mugs. The mugs is tight because you get one with the old school and one with the new look. All right. Okay, so I put this together. Let me cruise through some slides real quick. I talked about the offense yesterday, but look at this. This took me some time to edit this morning. All right. So this would be the dream class if all these guys did commit. Just to put it on our vision board. All right. I'll point out the ones who are already committed, but let's just look at it if this really does happen. Okay, just to look at it and be thinking, will this be a number 1 class in the country? I mean, or like a top 5. Let's see. All right, so for quarterback, as we discussed yesterday, let's just say it's Taden Kawa that commits, right? He would be our 3-star quarterback. You also have Xavier Crowell, right? Running back. That's a 5-star. Hey, Rory, I'm going to put you in that free raffle, bro. I just wrote your name down. At receiver, you got Cedarian Morgan, who's a 5-star out of the state of Alabama, Alexander City. You got Booby Feaster, Brian Williams, who looks like he could commit at any point in time out of Florida. Now, I think you're going after 3 tight ends, but let's just say it's Max Sutter that commits. And then your offensive lineman, you got Chris Booker, Sam Utu, Malachi Lee out of Hawaii, and then Bryson Cooley. How do you guys feel about this? Okay, this is just the offense. How do you feel about the offense? Would this make you happy? This will make me happy. Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys in the free raffle as well if I see you guys. If I don't take offense to it. It's just like I'm multitasking. I'm the only person that runs all this. So, have grace on me, please. And if I catch you like on the rewatch, that's why it's important to be here so I can, run your name and get you in some of the free raffles. So I appreciate it. Okay, and here's the defensive side, all right? Look at this. This is where it gets real serious. This is where it gets really serious, all right? So defensive lineman starting up on the top left. You got Jamarian Matthews, who's already committed. You got Kamarian Johnson, who's already committed. You maybe get Nolan Wilson, right? Or Titan, right? One of those two. You get Anthony Jones or Xavier Griffin, right? Who are both 5 stars. And look at all the stars on the defensive side. Yes, Kimberly, I got you in the free raffle. Mm-hmm. And then you got Sincere Johnson, Caden Hall. Again, you only have, on this side of the ball, so far, you only have 3 committed prospects, which are Jamarian Matthews right here, Kamarian Johnson, and Jordan Edmonds. But you're going to have to get some linebackers, right? And then let's say Arrington commits, and then let's say Jariah Edwards commits. Look at the 5 stars on the defensive side. Tyler, what's up, man? We see you inside the comment box. Tyler's a Vol fan. Appreciate you being here, bro. So on the defensive side, you get, theoretically, look, 1 5-star, 2 5-star, 3 5-star, 4 5-stars on the defensive side. And then on the offensive side, you get 1, 2. So I guess that would be 6 5-stars. Things are going to change, but man, the coaches are doing work. All right, this is serious. And what's interesting too is they only have 6 current commits, right? But they're still in the top 10 in the recruiting rankings. Yes, Alabama's biggest fan. I got you in, bro. So, and look, I only have these 2 graphics. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only have 20 guys in this class. There's going to be more than 20 guys in this class. Plus, you have the transfer portal to address immediate needs. But yeah, like Sammy Dubs is saying, you're absolutely cooking, 100%. So I don't know. I'll continue to update these graphics as we go forward. I just kind of wanted to build like a dream class and see what it would look like. But the defense, man, I'll go full screen one more time just to see it and visualize it. Todd's saying both Nolan Wilson and Titan Davis. Be a hell of a class. Yeah, USC, I think USC has like 27 commitments or something like that. Crazy. All right, Scott, I got you in there too, man. Okay. So that's where things stand right now. And Kimberly, I got you in the raffle. Don't worry, Kimberly, I got you. That's a lot. I mean, so who knows what will happen? I don't know. But I'm excited about it. And I think putting it on the board and seeing it physically, I think it gets me even more excited. So I'm going to take a quick break real quick. I'll come back. We'll spin the pinwheel. And we'll get on with our Feel Good Friday, okay? Give me 2 seconds. Let me get things lined up. We'll come back, and we'll spin it, and we'll continue to kick it right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Give me like 2 minutes to get organized. See you in just a minute. Now is a perfect time to subscribe to Bama Football on YouTube. Remember, Bama Football on YouTube. Just kidding. That's me over here. I'm stupid. I got jokes. All right, fam. All right, so this is the free pinwheel. These are for the mugs. All right. Were you guys laughing at that commercial? Oh my God, this is jokes. I'm seeing somebody about all these jokes. I really am. It's a problem. I'm like, too funny. Just kidding. All right. All right, Kate. This is the free pinwheel for the mugs. All right, and if you're new to this, we do music too. I have to get into character. I had to do it. It's Feel Good Friday. It's Friday the 13th. Bama Football on YouTube. This is the raffle portion of the show, where we raffle out gear. On Friday, we have the free raffle. So this is the free raffle coming up. If you don't see your name in there, don't get all freaked out. It's just, I compile the names, I randomize it. It's just, give me grace on all of this. I'm doing this all myself. All right, you ever seen that picture of the dog who's like typing? And he's like, I shouldn't be here. Like, look, I'm making all this happen. I don't even know how, but here we go. This is for the free coffee mugs. If you win, okay, it's so important that you email me to nmpreps@gmail.com. Because other than that, then I don't know. I know you by Joe Crooms or Marcus Cottrell. I don't know where you live. So email me so I can get the gear to you. All right? All right, this is for the coffee mug. All right, let's spin it. 3, 2, coffee mug, here we go. Oh my God, this makes me so nervous every time. Wade Burns. We were just talking about Mr. Burns at the beginning of the show, and Wade Burns wins related to Mr. Burns. All right, so Wade, you got to email me, bro. God, man, it makes me so nervous on these raffles. All right, Wade Burns. June 19th. Mugs, all right? Okay. Nice win, Wade. All right, I'll be back with the jacket next. Be right back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds, be right back. All right. Here we go again. This one is for the jacket. This is our big ticket win. Wade, you better make sure to email me, bro. Email me. You owe it all to Montgomery Burns. How funny. Why? How did that happen? All right, this is the raffle for the jacket. Oh my God, it makes me so nervous. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh my God. Is that your final answer? Is it your final answer? 3, 2. This is for the jacket. Got some heavy hitters in here. 3, 2, 1. Spin it. Ah! Marcus Cottrell! Marcus Cottrell wins! Oh my goodness! Edged out. Chad Kennedy is almost there every single time. Oh my God, Marcus, my boy. Marcus has been a long-time follower. Man, I'm telling you, it makes me so nervous for these raffles. Woo! All right, Wade, Marcus, good wins today. You guys keep up the good work. I appreciate you guys rocking with me every single day right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this Friday the 13th, where the bad vibes don't get to us because we're Alabama football fans, all right? Stay blessed. Stay where your feet are at. Enjoy your weekend. As news happens, I got you covered right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I love you guys. Stay blessed. One more time from Bama Football on YouTube. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. I am out. See you guys.